All right, guys. Welcome back to round 3. Why'd you have your hood up?
I thought it looked good.
Of our standard PPTQ here at GameSwap in Mason, Ohio.
All right.
So I think we have red-black aggro here against a deck we are not sure what he's on yet. But
it's 5-color control.
It's black-green constrictor, so literally the opposite of what you just said.
They share 2 colors.
Anyway, so we have Taylor Gunn here on red-black aggro. This is a deck that he is very familiar with. He loves red aggressive strategies. He's been shifting between mono red, red-black, Mardu for the majority of this season. And then we have Kevin. I haven't seen Kevin in a while.
No,
Plays down in...
okay.
Oh, wait. That is not... That looks like Grixis, not black-green constrictor.
This is Grixis energy.
Shame on you, Matthew Manier.
What is wrong?
Get your decks right.
What do you think he was on black-green constrictor? Probably a lot of things.
But anyway, so he's on Grixis energy instead. So apologies for that. But this is also a matchup that we saw...
I blame Billy.
This is a matchup we saw on Wednesday.
All right.
We saw red-black versus Grixis energy.
So Grixis is like very clunky and does nothing right or is great from what I noticed.
So Grixis is a deck that I played a little bit at the beginning of the season, and I have just like been struggling to figure out why this deck exists. What does this deck beat? What does this deck target?
So slight miss. I would have waited
Till what?
I don't know.
I mean, if I'm Kevin, I'm punishing Taylor for keeping a one-lander.
Oh yeah. I mean, Kevin doesn't have much else except a.
So yeah, it looks like his hand is
5 lands,
5.
Scarab God and Glint Sleeve.
Yeah, so he's gonna play the Gun Sleeve here. It's gonna meet a shocking end.
Or Magma Spray if Taylor has one.
Yeah, if he has Magma Spray, which I have seen these lists run Magma Spray instead of Shock sometimes, as a way to deal with things like Scrap Heap Scrounger. Just also the removal is pretty relevant. We have a second land for Taylor here, so that's pretty good.
I see Kenra or I like
play
to set up
Scrounger. Normally, I like to play my creatures without haste first. That leads to more damage over the coming turns. We have a Harness Lightning, but honestly, I don't really want to use a Harness Lightning on Scrap Heap Scrounger. Maybe you do because Taylor has shown that he is light on mana, and you know he doesn't have black mana, so he can't get it back easily. You also can possibly get it back on your side before he can exile it with that Scarab God.
Yep.
So I would expect Kevin to use that here, unless Taylor plays something like an On-Crop Crasher or something else. What you gonna do, Kevin?
What you gonna do? You gonna kill it or take 3?
Scrounger's coming for you. He's gonna take 3. Gonna go to 15.
I mean that's fine. He's just
I don't think
he's leveraging his life total a little.
And I think this is gonna work out better for him because this PNLR is definitely something he's gonna want to kill because it can pump both these guys, and it's also a really good thing to get back with Scarab God. But I will tell you right now, if Kevin doesn't untap and jam Scarab God, I will eat this piece of paper sitting in front of me. On camera.
Does he still have a reason to when he drew the braid?
I think you still do it. It's so powerful to get into play. Plus, next turn, you can abrade plus activate your Scarab God.
All right.
I really don't eat this paper, Kevin. Please play Scarab God. Thank you.
I really wanted to see him eat the paper. I'm not going to lie. I really did.
But yeah, like that was just such an obvious play. Taylor doesn't have a great way to deal with it, although he has been ripping lands.
Which is fine, right?
I mean, yeah, like it's the resource he was stuck on for a while. But I don't know how he's going to get through the Scarab God, especially when it gets back at PNLR. It looks like he's just going to have to fight through it.
Does he have double shock in hand?
Or
like in a braid?
Yeah, if he has a removal spell here, he can essentially bounce the Scarab God, which it looks like is what's going to happen here. Although I do like how Kevin played this here. He is blocking the Earthshaker Cunner so that if Taylor's only removal spell is Shock, that doesn't finish it off.
I think Taylor also has an Abrade in hand.
Yeah, so that's going to be able to do that. And I think you have to do that if you're Taylor. I don't think this Abrade's getting any better. But he's going to... Do we have a judge question?
Already?
Are we... Figure out what's going on here. I believe there is a judge question. He wants to figure out exactly how the damage The
Oh,
Scarab
so he might just want to know if he can do it on the end step.
Yeah, he could definitely do it on the end step, and it'll come back at the end of Kevin's turn. I think he's just trying to make sure he doesn't screw it up with the way, because he's relying on the 2 damage that's currently marked on the Scarab God.
Yep.
That doesn't happen until the cleanup step. That is when that
And that's
leaves.
after the end step.
That's after the, well, it's technically part of the end step, but it's the very last part of the end step where no one has priority. So this is going to work out the way Taylor Gunn wants it to.
And nothing wrong with asking a judge question here.
Yeah, no. If you are not sure about anything in your match, ask a judge. 200% of the time.
Yep. The only time you look like an idiot doing it for it is when you have foreign cards and you don't know what they do.
Yeah.
Like,
as someone who's done that, yeah.
Did a judge just? I remember like when that happened to you. Did a judge just like look at you funny when you
No.
asked?
Not really. Like, people borrow their friends' decks, which I was doing at the time. Like,
Yeah.
it happens. Warping Whale is a confusing card.
Yep. And you got a lot of judge calls on if Chromatic Spear Star was one that drew a card when destroyed.
No one asked about that.
No one asked about that?
Nope.
I always read the...
But yeah, let's see what's going to happen here. Looks like on the end step, we're abrading here.
Yeah.
So Kevin will get that at the end of his turn, which leaves him with nothing to do except an abrade, which is fine.
No, that does not... Whoa.
Well,
Okay.
It depends on when Kevin did or when Taylor did it.
Yep.
Taylor did on his turn, then, but it looks like he did.
Well, he did,
Well,
but on the end step.
You knew what I meant.
Man, Kevin is
think-
drawing hot fire. By hot fire, I mean not hot fire.
So I think he's probably going to cycle this Canyon Slough here.
Yeah.
He doesn't need more lands. Although, does he have a Canyon Slough and a Fetid Pools? Yeah, he does.
Yeah. So I like cycling.
I would cycle now in case you find something like a Whirl of Virtuoso or a Glint Sleeve Cipher that you want to play, unless this just, to me, says he's dead set on casting this Abrade.
And that's fine.
It's not fine, but I like to get my threats into play when I can. Also, abrading a Scrounger, like, it's good because Taylor doesn't have black mana, but if Taylor draws a Dragon Skull Summon, that makes me a lot less happy.
I agree.
It looks like Kevin
Has Magma Spray.
Yeah, he's cycling this, so if you're Taylor, that immediately should say to you, oh, and he has the Whirl of Virtuoso that he could have played on his turn.
Whew, that's hot fire right there.
But if you're
He's
Taylor,
playing-
that means Kevin has Magma Sprays in his main 60.
I mean, he could have left Aether Hub open.
Well, there's no reason to leave Aether Hub open. You don't want to... 3 energy is a very important benchmark. 2 and 3 is very different because of the card in Kevin's hand, Whirl of Virtuoso.
Yep. But like
Which
that was...
I think I would... So he's going to play Whirl of Virtuoso. I think I would have played Scarab God, because then next turn you can both play...
But this way he can cycle the land, the bicycle land in his hand.
Still, I really appreciate mana efficiency, especially when you're playing against mono red. And if Taylor... So he's going to shock his face here.
I like that.
I do too.
That's aggressive.
Plus, I think he has a Hazoret in his hand.
Yeah, he does.
So you want to get those cards out of his hand.
Is that a black card that he can't? Oh,
That's
it's
a swamp. Is that a swamp?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's
It's unglued.
Yeah.
So we're gonna make a Thopter. We're gonna trade some Thopters here. We're making a Thopter, trading with the Scrounger, and then chump blocking Hazoret. Is that what's happening?
I like that.
I think Thopter definitely trades for Thopter. You definitely cycle first in case you find Magma Spray.
And he doesn't. He found Search for his
main deck Search. That's an interesting. So that
that
shows us that Kevin's a little more.
I mean, that's very common with the Grixis Energy Shells.
Not main deck.
No, I've seen a lot of Grixis Energy Shells with like the creature package with 2 main deck searches.
Since when? Recent? Is that a GP Memphis thing?
Oh,
That might have been a GP Memphis thing that I have not fully caught up on the standard meta after GP Memphis. Yeah, so it's pretty good for Taylor here. Did he?
Okay. Oh, he's not playing the swamp. So, Kevin will just like play the Scarab God.
Okay. What is that? What is Taylor's holding back of the swamp prevent Kevin from playing the Scarab God?
Just less information, because it doesn't matter if Taylor draws another land next turn, because he can just pitch it to Haz.
Correct.
And right now Kevin thinks Taylor is on mono red mana when there's a swamp in hand. I could be wrong about the swamp.
So
we could be wrong about the swamp.
I think it was a swamp. I'm pretty sure it was. it looks like he drew a mountain as well.
Yep.
So I think we're going to see this attack. Kevin's going to block. So I think this Scarab God is 5 mana, gain 5 life every turn, essentially now.
Kinda.
And I like what Taylor's doing here. You can do everything he wants to right now at instant speed. Oh. I believe Kevin missed this trigger.
So it's going to have... He already untapped, right?
He already untapped. And did he draw for the turn already? I wasn't really sure. So if he already untapped, that means he acknowledged that his turn has begun. We're at competitive REL for PPTQs. So I believe that means Kevin has missed that trigger.
So what
happened? Scarab got up real quick.
So what happens here, I think, it's going to return to the next end step.
It is. If Scarab God is a May return, then it's 100%. It's going to be delayed. But it looks like
it's not a May.
It's not a May, so it's gonna happen. Also, Taylor's a nice guy. He might have just said like, "Hey, you can have it anyway."
It's like it's like
it's a weird interaction.
It's
apparently,
like prize amalgam.
Yeah, that's true. Apparently, we're being told that you cannot miss this trigger. Wait, or you can?
I don't know.
So it looks like it's delayed. I'm confused now. Why did we just tap 6 mana?
What's going on?
Maybe Scott was asked the question and he wasn't sure, or they appealed to the head judge.
So while this judge call in, we could. Twitch chat, how's your day?
As for short times like this, they're kind of on a delay, so it won't be easy to.
I mean, I don't know how much of a delay.
But yeah, so if you. Just to remind you guys, if you guys have any questions for us, anything like just question about the format, question about the metagame here, anything like that, I'm gonna. You have a pen? Hand me that pen. I'm gonna update our little metagame thing here.
Yeah. So it doesn't even. Your questions don't even have to be about standard. Patrick and I have vast knowledge of modern as well. We have some EDH knowledge as well. I wouldn't come to us for EDH knowledge because the decks we play are not fun.
I love playing my decks. I think they're fun.
We are in Mason, Ohio, Spectre Sting.
Yes, so, yeah, Mason, Ohio is a northern suburb of Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about 30 minutes north.
Northern? Oh, yeah, Cincinnati. Okay.
So the question about the field, I know about half the field right now. I am trying to get one Billy Communist to go around and look for people. But there's a lot of blue-black control. That is, if I had to tell you the most popular deck, I definitely think blue-black control is the most popular deck here by far, without knowing the exact numbers. Mono-red slightly lower. Green-red has a decent showing.
Oh, thank you, Big Green-Black. Is that Big Gibex? Big Gib?
Big Gib.
Yep. Thank you, man. We appreciate the support on YouTube. So we're going to see a Scarab God here again for Kevin.
Yeah, at this point he's kind of locked into doing that every turn until he can find a good way to answer this Hazaret. And this just gives Taylor all the time in the world. He can.
So the delay zone is the second is delay zone is like the weirdest thing to correct.
Yeah,
because it's going to go to the zone it's supposed to go to the next immediately after it's noticed.
Yeah. Okay. So real quick, I think Taylor should have discarded a card that turn. Oh wait, he can exile the Kenra.
Yeah.
Never mind.
We're both dumb.
Yeah, so does this just leave? This puts Kevin to 1.
Yeah.
He blocks Hazaret, goes to 1. But he's just going to pack it in, and this is not really a winning situation for him. Taylor Gunn on Red Black Aggro is going to win this game over Kevin Prothero. Red Black Aggro taking game 1 over Grixis.
Man, look at Taylor. If you don't know Taylor commentates on Tuesdays for us at Top Deck Productions.
He's a cool guy. I enjoy him.
Him and JD.
John Douglas, who you saw round 1.
Yep.
Lose to the sickest Gontis of all time.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, those were some sick
I don't
Gontis.
know the sickest Gontis of all time.
Those were very luxurious.
Yeah, those were sick, though. I don't know the sickest. That's kind of pushing it, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to remind you guys, just someone asked, so I'll let you guys know, we are located in Mason, Ohio, like we said, at GameSwap in Mason. If you guys are ever in the Cincinnati, Ohio area, this is a great place to go for any Magic needs. Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon, video games, board games.
We don't have a lot.
Final Fantasy TCG.
There's no Yu-Gi-Oh cards here, man.
No Yu-Gi-Oh cards here?
No.
I thought there was.
No.
Okay. I'm wrong. Don't come here for Yu-Gi-Oh needs. You'll be slightly disappointed. Apparently, there's a Legend of the Five Rings tournament happening right now as well. If you know anything about that game, I've heard it's good. I've never played it.
A lot of artists by Steve Argyle.
That is just a reason to play the game. Not gonna lie.
I never played it.
Yeah. Apparently, it's very complex. Other than that, there's plenty of room here if you guys want to hang out playing games. I know there's a bunch of people hanging out playing games right now. There's people that come here just to play D&D.
On Thursdays?
On literally every day of the
I know,
week.
but Thursday is my favorite group because like this one group that brings in the flat screen TV to use.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty great.
Yeah, to use as their game board.
But yeah, so if you guys are ever in the area, if you just want to hang out, we do Modern on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Wednesday nights we have Standard, and then Fridays we normally do Modern. I've seen sometimes they do Standard, but not that often.
It's typically
it's Modern right now.
They typically do Standard sometimes when a set comes out, but
yeah,
they haven't been doing that recently either.
Modern is very popular. Everyone loves Modern.
I really want Legacy to try and come back around here.
So the problem with Legacy is that we don't have a following.
I have a Legacy deck now.
You do?
Yeah.
Is it technically complete? No. You need more duels. It's playable, but you need more duels.
I have everything.
How many duels do you have?
5.
Oh, okay. I thought you only had one of each duel. Oh, now he has to look.
No,
But anyway, yeah, so... I'm not looking at it right now.
Oh, fine.
We'll do it between rounds. But yeah, so we're going to game 2 here. I would expect Kevin, if he has more Magma Sprays on the board, to bring those in. I would expect if he has like things like Moment of Craving, if he has things like any other just like random...
Kingpin or...
Maybe Gifted Aetherborn's Contraband Kingpin,
I think
stuff
Kingpin
like that.
is probably more likely.
More likely. The mana base in Grixis is already pretty greedy. I don't think you need to play Gifted Aetherborn to make it so. If he has more copies of Wrath's Contempt... Alright, I have been proven wrong. He has all his duels. Just if you guys were following here.
I'm only missing 2 cards, and one of them I actually own. My friend just has. I need the 3rd circle on my side.
Okay.
And I just need a Commander Flusterstorm.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, and then on Taylor's side, if he has things like Chandra's, maybe some Ongroths. I don't know on the side, but that's...
Minotaurs!
I could see that coming in. Some more Glorybringers, some more Phoenixes. Try to go a little bit mid-range. Make sure you just don't run out of steam halfway through the game.
Yep. So this is me admitting where I don't know something.
Please mark this down in history. This never happens.
So why is it that the aggro decks tend to like try to side into a not great but not bad mid-range decks?
So the reason is because Taylor's not extremely fast.
All right.
If he was like Burn, where he can kill on turn 4 like 80% of the time, you don't mess with that.
Okay.
You just have that be your game plan and hope you get there. What Taylor does, because he relies on creatures, because he relies on really small creatures to get his faster kills, all these decks bring in things like more copies of Fatal Push, more copies of Magma Spray, Moment of Craving. So if you maybe board out some of your smaller creatures and then try to go bigger, you can kind of blank some of those smaller removal spells they have. Like, Fatal Push looks horrible when paired up against Glorybringer.
Okay.
Moment of Craving looks horrible when paired up against Rekindling Phoenix. And so they kind of just makes, especially when you're on the draw and your like percentage chance to get them with a fast aggressive start is lessened. Just the natural fact of you're on the draw.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the reason, at least as I understand it. I'm not a huge aggro player. I've played aggro in my day, but I'm not like an aggro master or anything. So I could be slightly wrong on how I'm interpreting it. But those were always my reasons for going into the slightly bigger strategy. And yeah, so
like I said, this is me just admitting, because like you don't see this kind of thing happen in Modern a lot.
No, you do not. That's because Modern is a lot more linear.
Yeah.
Standard is just kind of, we have these aggressive creatures. Sometimes we need to go bigger because our aggressive creatures just suck.
Okay.
Looks like both players on a mulligan to 6 here. Taylor with one has got a 2-drop.
What is that
Scrappy.
card?
Oh, the little monkey?
Yeah.
It's Fanatical Firebrand. So 1 mana, 1/1 with haste, and then you can tap sack it to deal 1 damage to our creature or player.
All right.
It's also a pirate.
Arg, me matey.
I don't know if there's any pirate synergy in Taylor's deck.
No.
I doubt it. He could be playing maybe like Daring Buccaneer.
Daring Fleet Devil.
I doubt. Dire Fleet Devil doesn't rely on pirate synergies.
Hey, man.
Daring Buccaneer is the 1 mana 2/2 that if you can reveal a pirate or it costs 2 more.
I like playing the monkey, though, because Kevin's not incentivized to Essence Scour that when he knows there's bigger threats.
Oh, yeah. You don't counter that 1/1. That 1/1's not going to kill you.
You get a Braid here, right? Unless he needs a 4th land.
Correct. If you need a 4th, it depends on the spells in his hand.
You need a 4th land.
He needs a 4th land. He's double Chandra in his hand. Ooh.
That may be too clunky.
That's pretty clunky here. If he gets the 4th land, he can Chandra and then use it to kill the Scrap Heap Scrounger. But then the Fanatical Firebrand can just kill the Chandra.
And get back the Scrap Heap.
Well, you can either attack with it or sacrifice it.
No, he actually didn't need to get this 4th land because he was just going to draw one.
He doesn't know that.
You know what?
And he needs the 5th land for Scarab God, so...
I would have been greedy because I was going to draw 2 lands anyways.
Well, that's because you're bad.
Yeah.
Okay, here's Chandra. Kill that. This is Kevin just trying to soak up damage here. We could even see a Shock take out the Chandra here, which might happen. Looks like that's actually going to happen here.
Watcha. That's
just mana efficient. I like that play. He's also got a Lightning Strike edge who draws another Shock.
Hey, we may be...
We have, what, we're Kindling Phoenix here?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, baby, we got the Phoenix.
Yeah, and this forces us... We could play this while Kevin is tapped out, doesn't have mana for that Essence Scatter in his hand.
Which, like, this is, like, probably one of the creatures, like, Kevin was saving the Essence Scatters for.
Yes, definitely. That and Hazoret are the 2 big ones.
Yeah, maybe... Countering a Scrap Heap seems pretty bad.
Yeah, countering a Scrap Heap's pretty bad.
Unless it's Void Shatter back in the day.
Well...
We can't do that anymore,
You can't do that.
I'm just saying, that was, like, the only counter I liked countering with Scrap Heap when I did play.
Okay.
Now, I can see Kevin just, like, playing the Virtuoso here.
Yeah, so I think Kevin is kind of forced to play the Virtuoso here. If he just plays the Scarab God, then he gets hit for 4 with the Phoenix. Also, this way he can, like, if Taylor just plays a big thing, like a Hazoret or another Phoenix, that's really bad for Kevin.
I think Kevin may just be...
Like an Omcar Crasher here is real bad. So if he plays Whirl of Virtuoso, he at least gets to hold up Essence Scatter. You have to spend an energy to use it, but that's fine.
Especially in this spot. Like,
yeah.
Since like Kevin's not 1, it's not a minute difference about the number of Thought Firsts he can make.
So I believe Taylor's here is going to play the Omcar Crasher, exert it, putting Kevin to 7. And then he has 5 points of burn in hand as well.
That's a lot.
And then 6 with the Fanatical Firebrand ability. So that puts Kevin basically at a virtual 1.
So basically virtually dead because of the Phoenix.
Yeah, well, this is... He could play the Whirler Virtuoso to block the Phoenix. Oh,
okay.
So we're saving the Onkrop Crasher to play around a removal spell. So I don't like this play by Taylor because Kevin can just get... Actually, no, there's no creatures in the graveyard that Kevin can get back that can block. So that's actually interesting.
That is weird.
So never mind. But still, I don't like the play because now if he just plays Whirl of Virtuoso, he's looking at the Onkrop Crasher like it's burst damage. And it would have been burst damage that turn when there was only 1 creature that could block, and you could falter that. But now here we're going to play Chandra, it looks like. And what are we doing with the Chandra?
I don't know yet.
Are we killing? We can't. You can't kill the Phoenix. So it looks like he's playing the Whirl of Virtuoso.
I like that.
I don't.
I mean,
because one of the ways you lose this game is a haste creature.
Hasty boy.
So I would want to leave up Essence Scatter. So you see that with the trigger on the stack, so that works out well for Taylor. I would also throw the Shock at his face while I can. And at this point for Taylor, I don't think you care about the Chandra.
Yeah, Chandra's irrelevant right now.
But yeah, good play by Kevin not killing the We're Kindling Phoenix with the Chandra because it would just come back with haste. See, ooh, that's aggressive. But I like this. That lets them bring that back. Yeah.
Okay,
like,
no, this is dead, right? Because he has to shock. On-crack Cruiser make.
You're right. Yeah. D-E-D dead.
Dead boys.
This
Exert.
is 10. This is just 10 in play. We don't even need the shock. And see, like, the Chandra didn't do anything on this board, so that's why I would have just played World Virtues and left out Essence Scatter. Like, Chandra, it's not like Chandra's going to get you any real advantage. It's not killing anything. It's not going to eat any points of damage.
And that'll be it.
That's going to be it for our game here. We're going to see if we can get another match on here for you guys. That ended pretty quickly, so we should get something else on. Interested to see what we can grab here.
All right.
Yeah, back in the booth. Just for those of you who
wants to see our pretty face.
See the names. I'm Patrick R. Savage. This is Robert Meadows. And, yeah, we're looking for another match.
Right now.
We'll get a update on how that's going from our stream runner, Matthew Manier.
And maybe Billy Caminos if he's helping still.
Yeah. Although Billy might have left. I don't know.
I wouldn't have fought him if he did. He has a cute dog.
Yeah, Billy Caminos already queued. Won a earlier PPTQ, what, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah,
like
last week.
I don't know. So,
We'll be right back.
Let's see.